You need to smile when you're not winning. Okay? But you need to do something, folks. And you need to do it 10 times, and then 100 times, and then 1,000 times. And if you do it enough times, you're going to win. Okay? If you're taking notes, write this down. No one thing will ever blow a prospect.
If you really care about life, you use time well. But most people don't, so they're not getting progress. Because they're not getting progress, they don't feel that sense of accomplishment, achievement, contribution. Because they don't feel achievement, contribution, and progress, they feel down on themselves. They feel less worthy, less capable, and they trust in themselves and their future less because they're not making it happen. Confidence is not only your belief in your ability to figure things out. Confidence is that sense of your own worth, your own ability, your own future. And if you keep throwing away days, of course you don't feel amazing about yourself. So we gotta get organized and disciplined, right? It's like when we don't use our time well, we're stealing from our own confidence. When we don't use our time well, we're stealing from our ability to serve. When you're doing things consistently that matter to you, your brain goes, hey, I had this intention, I'm doing it, I feel confident. Because see, discipline buys you freedom to do what you want. So confidence is in the calendar. Like take back your life and get a little more organized and you have more free time. Get a little more organized, you serve better. Serve better, make more money. Giving yourself monthly challenges will change your life forever.
So here are the 5 distinctions for winning. The first distinction is decision. You have to decide what you're going to do and that you're going to be successful at it. It doesn't really matter what it is. What most people do is they make the mistake of thinking they have to figure out the how first. And they get it backwards because the moment you make a decision, you enroll the most incredible technology and support that we have available to us to aid you in whatever it is you're looking to accomplish, and that's your brain. So your brain is paying attention to a lot of different things, but the moment you make a decision, it focuses like a laser on your desired outcome. So you start to have ideas, you start to develop a strategy, you start to develop an action plan, but that only comes out of the decision. The second distinction is to study the best people in your space, study the best authors, study the best business people, study the best CEOs who are operating in your industry, and find out what is it that they're doing that's working. You know, oftentimes when we start to notice other people and their success, the mind will kick in and we start to compare. And then we start to ask really questions that don't serve us well, like, well, could I really do this? They're so far ahead of me. If they're already doing it, why would anybody be interested in the fact that I'm doing it? What you need to do is you need to realize that there's always going to be this part of you that compares, and just allow it to compare. You don't have to buy into it, but you can notice and study what it is that other people are doing that's working. But the third distinction is that I'm not just going to do those things, I'm going to do more of those things. So I'm going to study the landscape of what's working in my industry, and I'm going to figure out the 2 or 3 things that the best of the best are doing, and that's what I'm going to focus on. And I'm going to do it more than anybody else. I'm going to create more videos, I'm going to produce more content, I'm going to spend more money on advertising, and I'm going to find ways to do it, and you can do the same thing. So what's working right now in the area that you want to pursue? What are other people doing that is leading them to success, and what can you do to do more of it? And it's not really about hard work. You'll be doing more work than anyone else, but when you know that something is working, it's exciting, right? When you know that whatever it is that you're doing is going to lead you to winning, to your victory, to your goal, to the vision that you have for yourself, your business, and your life, you don't really have to push yourself to do the work. It becomes more work, but it's not about hard work. Because when we start thinking about hard work, it's not very inspiring to do, but when we know that it's going to work, we can do a lot more of it. The fourth thing is that you need to innovate. You have to say, you know, these things are working and I'm going to do them, and I'm going to do them more than anyone else. I'm going to practice more than anyone else. I'm going to perform more than anyone else. I'm going to speak more than anyone else because I want to develop myself into a world-class speaker or chef or yoga instructor, whatever it is. But you also have to innovate. You have to ask powerful questions about how you can serve your audience better than anybody else. The fifth thing is that you have to believe. And it sounds like it's something that makes sense, but we sort of take it for granted. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that if you have this idea to go do something, that you're guaranteed to be successful if you just pursue it, because this idea was given to you. And you have to believe in this process that we're talking about. Because the one thing that you need to hold on to when times get tough, and they will get tough, because things are not going to go the way that you expect them to, even though they're going to go perfectly. Oftentimes you're going to have expectations about the way it should go, and it's going to go differently, and you have to trust, you have to have faith, you have to believe that ultimately you're being guided to your final destination in a way that is more effective than what you originally had in mind.
That in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you're greater than your circumstances, that you don't have to go through life being a victim. And ladies and gentlemen, I started working on my dream, and most people don't work on their dreams. Why? For many years I didn't. One is because of fear, the fear of failure. What if things don't work out? And the fear of success. What if they do and I can't handle it? The other thing is that most people, ladies and gentlemen, they get comfortable. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves, and they end up becoming very cynical about life, and they throw in the towel on themselves, and on their families, and on their dreams. And the other thing is that most people don't feel worthy for your dreaming, for your running toward your dream. I applaud you for believing in yourself, because that's what life is about, stretching and challenging, looking for ways that you can begin to improve yourself. It's necessary that you get the energy drainers out of your life, people who don't want anything, people who are not striving, people who are not challenging themselves, people who aren't growing, people who have stopped dreaming. It's necessary that you align yourself with people and attract people into your business who are hungry, people who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to leave life just as it is and who want more. It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream. It's necessary to know that everybody won't see it, that everybody won't join you, that everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation, that you are an uncommon breed. You know, you have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself. That's necessary. It's also, ladies and gentlemen, necessary that you be creative when you're working on your ideas, that you understand the importance of changing up, of readjusting your strategies. Many times we can have a great idea, but if you're not advancing it in the right way and things don't happen, you become discouraged and think the idea doesn't work. No, that's not true. That is you. That is you. That no one can do it for you but you. And even though you face disappointments, even though you will experience some setbacks, it goes with the territory that some of you already know that it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard changing your life. It was very hard. And here's what I want to say to you. For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. But if you want to produce unreasonable results in your life, like living your dream and taking charge of your destiny, you've got to be an unreasonable person. You've got to be an uncommon person. It's very important as you hold on to that dream. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself. There are rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. But if you want to produce unreasonable results in your life, like living your dream and taking charge of your destiny, you've got to be an unreasonable person. You've got to be an uncommon person. I got a saying on one of my tapes: if life knocks you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Let your reasons get you back up. So yes, it's possible for you to live your dream. It's necessary that you associate with winners, that you work your system, that you are relentless, that you never give up. It's you. You've got to take personal responsibility. You've got to make it your personal business to make it happen. And you've got to resolve within yourself that I can do this, that it's hard, but you've got to say, I'm the one. I'm the one to make this happen. I'm the one to become successful in this business. As you work to help other people to become successful, that feeds your success. But you know it's going to be hard, but find out what will make it worth it for you.